Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. This is Comics News Today for a Wednesday, I do believe, of the 2nd of October, my most favorite month for many reasons. Of course, you guys know I love Halloween. We also got Inktober going on, which I always enjoy that. That's a lot of fun to watch that. But also, it means that the weather starts to get a little cooler and I don't die from the damn sauna that I live in day to day. So that's a good thing. And Dinale knows what I'm talking about because he lives in the same weather. But nevertheless, I'm happy to have all you guys in here. I see Cult Film Videos is in here, throwing vulgarity around right from the beginning. Rock on, dude. Uh, thank you. I'll take that. Sorry, I thought we were live. Disappointed. March Air's in here as well. Hello, how you doing? Now, of course, we appreciate you guys, but do keep in mind we are live streamers. So please hit that share button and let your family and friends and extended community know what's going on, so they can come over here and join us, man. Those other things like subscriptions, likes, and bells, whatever, Denali's interested in that stuff. But I think Denali's a
I
little bit
want
happy.
more of those.
You
I
do.
want, I
Speaks
want
the
more
oily
bells.
bird from down under. Hello, sir.
It's me. I want more. I want to hit 1,000. I want to feel like a big boy. I want to feel like I've done something with my life.
Well, we got 802. Actually, I really like the 777 number we had there. I wish we could have stayed on that, but that's
It's
okay.
not good enough.
It's
I
not.
want a
It's not.
thousand
Why?
because
Why? Just because
because then I
YouTube
can
only
ring my
acknowledges you then?
because then I can ring my dad again
Okay. All right. All right, Booster.
and tell him
Sorry.
I'm doing something.
Okay. All right. All right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
You
Calm
could have
down.
had
Calm
class. You
down. You
could
got a
have been
new
a
dad anyway. I
contender.
thought your mom remarried.
No.
Yeah. So see there.
Yeah.
Yeah. See.
Yeah, but he beats me.
He beat you. You're 27 years old, sir.
Not when I'm around him.
Oh, goodness gracious. This is what the world's come to. But thank you guys for coming in as usual. We do appreciate it. Please check out all our links down below. And of course, the FanSpeak one is the big one there, so definitely check that out. But we got a couple others as well, including Denelli's Immortal Mask, which I really wish he'd do some kind of update with that. I'm going to have to chastise him here and when he comes back from walking his dog. But let me come over here and set this up. I'll get to that later. But of course, guys, let's say hello to George, the most angry and grumpy old man who's not actually that old. Hello, Mr. Grumpy.
That's right. I am Mr. Grumpy. Today I'm bringing my anger with the number 3.
The number 3. Okay, all right. Sesame Sheets, watch out. He's got to be hating on Elmo next. He was hating on Snoop Dogg earlier. I shan't forgive you for that. Just keep that in mind.
This man's
It was
It's just
gold. It was
disgusting.
gold. It was gold. There were easy ones, and I swung at the fence.
That's true. That's true.
Ah,
I would think the hanging fruit, the low hanging fruit for you would have been like the Fat Boys or something. But I guess they're not around anymore. They probably had a diabetic heart attack and they're gone. Oh, that's too bad. Someone research that. Check that out. Are the Fat Boys still alive?
all right, let's
Can, can we can we retitle the screen flat Earth so that way we get some more lively guests in here?
Yeah,
No,
right. Yeah,
no, no, no,
we had a
no.
lot of people watching when we were discussing flat Earth. That is a hot topic.
It is, dude. And we had
Yeah,
the government trolls showed up too. That was awesome, man. I
yeah,
felt
yeah.
so I was flattered. I felt so special. Just so you know, everybody, including our guest that we have today, we do have a TFT coming up this Sunday, and on this Sunday we're doing part 2, Flat Earth Part 2, because there's so much to cover on that. And just keep in mind that on Tinfoil Talk, we love talking about conspiracy theories and having a good old laugh at it. And all of you trolls out there, it's not
Uh,
that serious. It's just a conversation show. Go ahead, Booster. What's up, dude?
I just did some research for you, and
Mhm.
Darren Robinson of the Fat Boys,
Uh-huh.
aka
Uh-huh.
Buff Love,
Oh,
did
Buffalo.
pass
Yeah, yeah.
away.
He did
Oh,
die. Damn it.
at 28, 1995.
Yeah, he
Bloody
probably got
hell.
shot. Probably got shot.
Oh,
Like
that's
Biggie.
racist.
Is it? Is
Oh,
it?
you're just
Damn.
assuming because he's a black rapper that actually he had a heart attack,
He was pretty
weighing
fat.
at
He was pretty
450
fat.
pounds or
Yeah,
200
he
kgs
was a
for
big
real.
guy. That's true.
Wait a
That's
minute.
true.
Yeesh.
Wait a minute. A rapper that is black? Really?
Oh no, here we go.
Yes, if you could believe it.
Oh,
Well, you see, what
so
happened was when I was a kid, about 11 or so, they came out with this thing. They came out of New York City, and it was like this hippity hop music, right? and everybody was into it, and I even got into it. And I was doing a little dancing, and I stand with my hands across my chest, and I was really cool. And I could spin on my knee, and I could do some kind of thing they call the windmill. Not very well, but I could do like two of them, and it was special. And then in 1982, my cousin, my older cousin, took me to the stadium to see a concert, and I met and was introduced to a man named Randy Rhoads, who was joined by Ozzy Osbourne for the Blizzard of Oz tour. And my life was changed. My life was changed, Booster. I found heavy metal music.
Oh, that's really white of you.
Thank you. Thank you. Come on now. You tell me how many kids at 12 get to go see Ozzy Osbourne live, dude. You tell me, huh?
I think only troubled children get to. Yeah.
Well, my parents didn't know I
Yeah.
went, but that's another point.
Yeah. Oh no, you should be discussing this with your therapist, not me.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, anyway, guys,
Yeah.
we also have a Todd Mulrooney with us. How you doing, Todd? You got anything to say about IndieCom TV, or you want to yell at me about something? Go ahead.
Yell at you?
Mhm,
No,
mhm.
we don't have time for that. We don't
Oh,
have
damn it.
there's not enough time in this show to go through all the points on which I would yell at you for. But
Is
I
he
am
capable
taking
of yelling?
Oh, we don't want to go there, right? But I am taking part of I am taking part in Inktober.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, and if you follow my Facebook art page, I will put the pencils up for tomorrow's every night, and if you want to buy them, I will traditionally ink them. So they'll be in today's post
Mhm.
in the comments. And so if you get to me before 10 a.m. before I start inking it, if you want to purchase it, I will do it in traditional inks and ship it out to you for $50.
Sweet. Well, you do realize you could. Why don't you just go over to Mike's show and do his Friday auctions?
No, that's all right.
Why not? I mean, you make some money over there.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, anyway, enough chit chat. I see we got enough people in here. It's very often the Earth is flat. Yeah, we're going to go with that. The moon landing never happened, and Bigfoot is real.
Absolutely.
Preston he's in with it, man. And of
I
course,
could buy all of that, to be honest.
we
Yeah.
could, especially
Yeah.
on our shows. But of course,
Mhm.
guys, that is our guest. We have Preston with us, and Preston is the creator of Doc Salem, man. And it's a really cool looking project. But of course, what we want to do is come over and say hello to Preston and get a little information before we jump over to the Indiegogo as usual. So hello, Preston. How you doing, dude?
How's it going? What are you guys up to?
Well, we're like a
We're
bunch of
streaming currently.
well, we're like a bunch of married women, is what it sounds like. But we are apparently streaming. That's true. Now, Preston, I've actually seen your art before. I think some of the other guys have as well. Very happy to have you on the show, dude. And of course,
Thanks.
do keep in mind he's about the same age as me, even though he's a beautiful looking man. Look at him, beautiful, beautiful. I'm all bearded and gray and curmudgeon-y.
Really?
What the hell happened?
No,
he
he can't
is.
be a day over 30.
No, he's
No,
not.
of
He's
course
older,
not.
dude. Yeah,
Oh
so
my
some
goodness.
people are just born lucky. It's like those ones who can
65
have
years
two
old.
cheeseburgers a day. I can only have one. It goes right to my
Oh.
thighs. It goes right to my thighs.
Yeah.
But anyway, Preston,
Not your man.
we ask the same question to every guest we have before we get to your Indiegogo. Two things. First of all, we'd love to know how you got into painting and illustration and all that kind of stuff. And the second question is really very simple as well. How did you find the indie revival community, dude?
All right, the first question. It kind of runs in my family, like the talent, I guess. Um, my uncle he's an extremely good artist. Like he's way better than I am. But he like stays within like reality. Yeah.
I see.
He does wildlife and portraits and stuff like that, where I go the opposite way. I like sci-fi and all this kind of stuff. So that's where it comes from. You know? And the second question. What was the second question?
How did you find the
I
indie
forgot.
revival community? This community that's a growing community over here.
Is it the same thing as the Comicsgate community? Or
Well,
is it the same
it's a
thing,
pretty.
or-
No, they're racist. I'm kidding.
No, it's actually.
Boxing regime
It's
you're
actually-
talking about
it's a pretty big umbrella. You certainly have Comicsgate guys, you have the TeamSpeak guys, you have us with the Indie Revival. You have there's many little pockets.
Okay.
Mainly what I'm talking about just is lots of people who are just kind of fed up with the big companies and wanted to see their own stuff made, and boom, an indie
Honestly,
community
you
is
want to know
born.
the truth? Like, I've always done like indie comics. I've done indie comics way back, like way back when. And the I've applied to the big guys, but I don't think they wanted me. You know what I'm saying? And then after a while, I couldn't see myself like doing like what they wanted you to do. Like, you know, like for a while there, I heard like Marvel and DC were like Nazis when it came to, you know, their characters. Like they were editing every little thing, like as far as their from the logo to the Superman's jawline and all that kind of crap. So I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. You know. So I kind of stuck with the indie thing, even though the indie thing it's not very profitable, or it wasn't until recently. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So
Well, there is money to be made over here now, especially have
yeah.
talent, and that's one of the things I like about the community. It's not like you just come over and get involved and automatically make money. You have to have something worth looking at, right? And
Oh my God, everybody's really good too.
yes,
I'm
yes,
saying
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yes, yeah,
nobody's bringing their B game. Like this is all A all the way, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like this Venom,
So
dude. Now
that's
I'm
awesome.
just kind of showing some of your portfolio
Yeah, that's doing a
off
lot
Oh
to
of
my
the
work.
folks
god,
so they can see your art. Uh,
Yeah.
really
that
good
kicks
stuff.
ass.
It does, dude. And that's a nice looking piece too, dude. Look
Power
at
One of
that.
Rangers,
my
yeah, with
Yeah,
the flute dagger and everything.
right, right.
yeah.
If you just
One
click
of my
on, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, no, go ahead.
No, one of my influences, Frank Frazetta, and I was fortunate enough to meet his nephew, Ken Kelly.
Hmm.
And Ken Kelly were like we became okay friends, I guess. We exchanged like technique and stuff like that. And Ken Kelly, which I didn't know until I started talking to him, is actually Frank Frazetta's nephew. Ken Kelly's actually the guy who does all the Kiss artwork from the Kiss album covers, like
Nice.
Destroyer and all that kind of stuff. So it was really cool, like getting to talk to him and you know going back and forth with some technique.
Is this now? I'm
Yeah,
seeing some Wizard of Oz stuff. Is that Eric Weathers stuff?
I submitted to Xenoscope because I thought their
Oh,
Wizard of Oz, like their take on Wizard of Oz, was like really cool. So I want to do something with them, but I never heard back from them. So yeah.
hmm. Well, I'm just taking some time and showing them some of the art, but some really interesting stuff you have here. But let me go over and jump over to the Indiegogo page itself. Now, first thing it
Okay.
pops out to me, dude, when I'm looking over here on this page is Doc Salem Monster Hunter. It's a good name, dude. Doc Salem.
Thanks,
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So tell them
Mm-hmm.
what you told me, how you came up with the idea, dude.
Well, the idea is kind of different from how I came up with the name. Like the name, like everything had to be cool with this character, right?
Hmm.
So even down like so the name I was thinking what would be a cool name, you know, like um and I started thinking like the Salem Witch Hunt, you know, and
Hmm.
one of the scariest movies I've ever I've seen when I was a kid was Salem's Lot, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
So yeah, like it kind of all came together like that. But then the character himself, like the idea behind Doc Salem, was because I can't stand modern comics. Like I just don't like them. They're too serious. They have, you know, it's just not cool. I just, you know, from the art to the story, it's not very escapist. You know, um,
That's true.
so I wanted to kind of do something like Mike Allward's Madman, where it was where anybody from 5 years old to 25 years old can read it and enjoy it and get something cool out of it, and it would ignite their imagination. And I'm also a classic monsters fan too, like Universal monsters and
Sure.
Lovecraftian horror and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and it's definitely interesting. We have a Frankenstein with laser guns, so I'm pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But let's look at this
Awesome.
overview right here. It says Doc Salem is a 48-page color comic book that reimagines the world of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Also included an extra 8-page of gallery art. Gives you a total of 56 pages. Dr. Victor Frankenstein endures the life-threatening wounds inflicted by his very own creation. Igor injects him with an elixir of life, which puts him in a state of suspended animation. When he finally awakes, many years have passed, and times have changed. The world that he knew is long gone, and the tables have turned. Monsters have emerged from the shadows and taken over the underworld. Meanwhile, Dr. Victor Frankenstein is a wanted man for his crimes against humanity due to his creation. Victor assumes the guise of Doc Salem to make an amends for his transgressions and hunt down rogue monsters that bring death, destruction, and turmoil to the world around them. Well, that is a cool twist,
I
dude.
like your presentation a lot better than mine.
Oh, well, yeah. I was
That
in a
is really
mood.
cool.
I was in a mood.
I'm gonna
But
download that and put it as put it in the video.
all right. Well, I like the twist though. I like the twist because so many people. How many times you heard in your life people say Frankenstein's the doctor, but you
Yeah.
made him the monster. It's very clever.
Yeah.
It's very clever.
It's pretty insufferable. It's just people that think they're so clever. It's like, yeah, I know this little trivia. I bet you don't. Mm.
Well, here's the thing too. Like I'm a huge that's one of the coolest movies to me in the world is like Frankenstein, right? I'm talking about the old black and white movie.
Oh yeah, I can see it here with the character. It's uncanny,
Yeah.
dude. Good job.
Actually, the flashbacks in the book, I wanted them to look like you was going back and watching an old black and white movie. But like his monster, I want to bring him in. Like he's gonna come back as a main villain in the book. Yeah.
I even put
Oh,
lines
of
through to make it
course.
look like a old tape.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love
it's
that.
like they come back and they have a second go at it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
no. Reading that overview, I assumed automatically his main nemesis was going to be the monster, Adam, right?
Oh yeah, it's gotta be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
That is cool. I like the character design too. Todd, what do you think here, looking at the character of Doc Salem? Todd, has he abandoned us again? Did his patience?
No.
Oh, there it is.
No. It's really cool. I was just taking a look at it, is what I was doing,
Mhm.
and he mentioned. Did you mention Mike Allred?
Yes. I'm a
Yeah,
huge
Mad
fan
Men,
of
yeah.
Mike Allred. Yeah.
So, here's the thing, right? When Mike Allred was in mainstream comics, when he came into mainstream comics right after, he did a couple of years of Mad Men, so that was kind of independent, even though it eventually was put out by Image. He was really, really fresh because everyone kind of drew like Jim Lee and those guys in that hyper-realism style. So when you had a Mike Wieringo and a Mike Allred, this was sort of like refreshing to you.
Yes.
It was different. Now we have a lot of those Mike Allred's drawing for DC and Marvel, but your artwork is I know you mentioned him, but man, you're really doing something kind of different.
Yeah, as far as concept, I want to go Mike Allred, but as far as my art style, like I'm already a hyper realistic artist. As far as like I like my like I'm not I don't want this to sound bad, but I kind of model myself after Arthur Adams. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not as good as Arthur Adams.
Right.
Like that's one of my favorite artists. So that's what I take.
He's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I have to say though, I do have to say, I'm a bit conflicted because see, the other day, Booster showed me some pictures like this here. I'm looking at it's on the T-shirt, but there was a Japanese girl there instead of a monster guy. Yeah, it was different.
No, I didn't.
It was different.
This is all fake news.
Is it?
This is slander against my whole name.
Yeah, you said her name was Azuki or something like that, and I told you
I
that
did
means
not.
that means
Look
a bean.
at tentacle porn.
So it's okay. But yeah, no, dude, this is a cool looking book. So now it looks like the first one you're doing the pretty standard 40-some page, which is cool. But it looks like coming down here to the bottom. Now these are alt covers or are these upcoming issues?
No, those are all alt covers.
So who's doing the covers for you, or is this just all you?
No. The one with Dr. Frankenstein is mine. You know, the main cover. That's why it's got my name by it. The one night right next to mine, the one by Johnny Segura. He's kind of got a Joe Mad type of style.
I like it,
He's the
dude. Yeah.
colorist on the book.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
that's cool.
he's a really good artist too. So I asked him to do a cover for me. Tim Lottie, he does Ghostbusters for IDW, so
Hmm.
he went ahead and knocked the cover out. One of my good friends too, and also Derek Donovan. He works with DC and Marvel. Um,
Sweet, dude.
and Derek actually painted that. Like that's not digital at all. He painted that, and I just scanned in the paint. Yeah.
Wow. It's pretty though, dude.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
get this down. What is this down here? The Doc Salem Collector's Ashcan. Oh, it's an Ashcan. Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you like in the '90s, like a lot of the image guys, they started putting out collectors ash cans to go with their book.
Sure.
Like Dale Cohen, um, he's like one of my all time favorite artists that came out of that era.
Mhm.
But he had a bunch of nice ash cans that came out with Pitt, and it had kind of an overview of the story with sketches and stuff like that inside of it, and page breakdowns and things like that. And I want to do that with the Doc Salem ash can. Like it's kind of like a behind the scenes, like a making of type of thing. Yeah.
Right. Right.
And so yeah, yeah, and it's not going to be the same size as the comic. I don't believe ash cans should be the same size as the comic.
No,
Like
they
it's
should
going
be
to be
smaller.
smaller.
Yeah, they should be.
Yeah.
Well, we've had several artists, writers, teams. They're putting out Monster Hunter type of books. We've seen over the past year. One notable name is Mike S. Miller and his Lone Star. But the story behind yours is what's catching my attention. Now we had Monster MD, but that's a very different take on the monster genre type of thing, and that was really cool, and that came through as well. But I like the idea. It's a Monster Hunter book, which is very popular, but
Hmm.
it has a very clever twist on a very old trope. And I'm digging it, dude, because I didn't even notice that was what was going on when I first previewed the page. And we got ourselves a Cthulhu monster here. Now you're doing all the writing too, yeah?
Yeah, I did. Well, my fiance will definitely argue that point
I see.
because
Okay.
she had to go through and edit it, and she's like, "You don't know how to spell or put punctuation." But yeah, basically, I'm doing the writing.
Oh,
So
that's cool, dude. And no, Booster, I'm telling you, Asuki-chan was definitely in the same position.
Hey, hey.
except there was an extra tentacle like coming in through.
There were a couple
Oh,
of them,
no.
actually. Actually, yeah, there was, and there was less clothing. I
Every
remember.
orifice.
Yeah, every orifice. But I actually,
Kiss-sama,
I do.
Yamate.
Tentacles.
Takoいいね. Oh, iku echinete. I'm sorry. I do apologize. Yeah, don't let my wife hear that. She will throw something heavy at me. Okay, but you guys don't know what I said at all, so I'm safe. We do have a big group of people in here.
Replay it. So we just replay the video.
No,
Google
no,
Audio.
George.
That's it.
No. All right. Let's see here. Let's see if the chat has something to say directly to you. A lot of people commenting. Looks great. Is beautiful. Beautiful. Awesome. Etc. Etc. Any direct questions? Team Comics and Indie Comics. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of people under that umbrella. And actually, the Comicsgate thing didn't last long. That thing imploded pretty quickly, actually. And I can't think of how many of the big pro names joined Comicsgate, then left Comicsgate, then came back to Comicsgate. I mean, on and on and on. Whatever. I don't even know if there is a Comicsgate anymore. Yeah, they're basically just getting a bunch of love, dude. They're just all really liking what they're seeing. Booster has something to say, which is just telling people where they can find Indiegogo. So click on that, guys. Do keep in mind that whether you back the project or not, you can always share it out, guys. That's something we can do to help,
Yeah.
right? March
Well,
Harris is. Go ahead.
as far as like the Comicsgate thing, like I like the idea behind all of this stuff. Like
Uh-huh.
it seems like like because the main two, like they think they can dictate what you can buy and what and all this kind of
Sure.
stuff. But I like that the creators are going out and they're creating what they like, and
Yeah.
people are liking what they're creating. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Like,
Yeah.
and I like that. Like that's really cool.
Yeah.
And
Well, well, For years and years, those of us who love comic books, particularly some of the older folks here, we
Hmm.
asked Marvel and DC. I mean, Marvel, I think, is Image and IDW are the worst, transgressors. But we asked them for years and years, like, hey, we don't like what you're doing. Please go
Yeah,
back to the old format, please, or give us something new. Or we kind of pleaded and begged with them, and they didn't
yeah.
care. They just didn't care. Matter of fact, they started
Well, that
chastising us
plus,
and blaming us. So
yeah,
that's where
plus,
it came from.
yeah, plus the talent that they're hiring. I mean, they like you'll get like they put out these gorgeous covers, and then you open it up, and it's like somebody with a crayon did the rest of the
Oh no,
book.
it's
You
it's
know what
crap,
I'm
dude.
saying?
It's crap.
It's horrible. I
Yeah.
mean, I mean, you want to know like now with the movies taking off and TV shows and
Yeah.
all this stuff, and the comic book industry is suffering. Like that doesn't make any sense.
No,
You
it
know?
doesn't.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
It's
especially
strange, isn't it?
it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially when you look at the
yeah,
fact that webtoons are doing so well, right? So there's a
yeah.
market for it. There's a market for it. But obviously they can't see that, and honestly they
You know what
don't
else did
care.
well?
Yeah.
Recently, The Boys has sold a shit ton of comics. Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
God! But
as
that
they
TV
should,
show is
dude.
so
Yeah.
awesome
Yeah, it
too. I
was.
mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, why is this same effect not happening with the other comics, with the MCU being as huge as it is? Why is Marvel
exactly.
Comics not just
Well, I'll
just
tell you why, Booster.
booming?
I know exactly why.
Here
Because
we
when
go.
little Johnny goes in with Dad, and he goes into the comic book
Mhm.
stores, and there's this pink-haired lady sitting behind the counter that immediately
Daddy,
starts screaming at
I
her
want
father.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, and he wants to get his Spider-Man, and they say,
I
"Well, we
want
have
Spider-Man,
him,
Daddy.
but he serves the women now because he's
What?
woke, and he
What?
can't get Captain America." They say, "Oh, we have Captain America here, and it's not Captain America." They leave.
Why is he
Captain Hydra.
black?
They walk out.
Yeah.
Why is he an old man? I don't understand, Dad.
Exactly. That's what happened. But all right, Preston, I'm going to do the same thing I do all the time when I see a trailer, because I see a trailer. I'm going to click on it, and the question I
Oh,
have, Preston,
Sure.
for you is, am I going to like it?
Do you like the sound of my voice?
Sure.
it's okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. So is this a talking head video?
No, it's animated. It's got like it's kind of like a
Good. Like
you know a
Okay. That makes me a little happier. All right.
motion
Hopefully,
comic type of look to it. Yeah.
and hopefully the music is going to be good, because you have good taste in music. It sounds like. So hold on a
I'm
second.
metalhead,
Oh, those are-
total metal.
oh,
Here we
nice.
go.
Hello, my name is Preston Asevedo, valiant comics cover artist and contributing artist on Anarchy Press's Golden Age revival titles, Jungle Comics and Planet Comics.
Ooh.
I'm also the creator of Doc Salem, Monster Hunter. Doc Salem is a 48-page full-color graphic novel
No, you
that
wouldn't hear
reimages
anything.
the
It's
world
just
of
the
Mary
chat.
Shelley's
They'll hear it on the stream.
Frankenstein. Doc Salem
Oh,
is the okay, story cool. of Victor von Frankenstein as he endures life-threatening wounds inflicted
Ooh,
by
nice.
his very own creation. His trusty assistant Igor injects him with the elixir of life, which puts him in a state of suspended animation. When he finally awakens, decades have passed and times have changed. The world that he once knew, long gone. And the
Believe it or
tables
not,
have
it took
turned.
me all day
Monsters have
not to
emerged
do the
from
animation, but
shadows
to
and taken
see-
over.
Oh no, I believe it. Yeah, I do video editing, dude. I get it.
Due
Yeah.
to devastation his monster had wrought,
It takes
I thought
time.
it'd be simple.
Victor assumes the
Just go ahead
guise
and,
of Doc Salem
lay those tracks
to make
down,
amends
let's
for his
go,
transgressions
not a chance.
and hunt down
Okay.
rogue monsters.
I have
Doc
way more
Salem brings
respect
you
for
a
you
fresh
guys.
new look inside the world of classic monsters and Lovecraftian mayhem. So please support this project and join Doc Salem as he brings peace and balance to the world, one monster at a time.
Sweet. Okay,
Yeah,
it's
it
not
works.
bad. Yeah, I like it.
Mhm.
Because we do give, one of the things with crowdfunders is people don't tend to watch the trailers anyway. But when you have one of those trailers that's 53 minutes long, and it starts out with 20 years ago, I started this comic book, and they sit and talk to you for 30 minutes about their ideas and how long that sucks, dude. So you got a
does.
tight, sweet little thing with some music back there. Although it is unfortunate you don't have a much sexier voice there to sell that.
Absolutely.
Oh.
I actually
Chase doesn't
I did a
call
lot of
me.
research. Yeah, I did a lot of research before I went ahead and decided to cut a video, and everything I read said keep it under 3 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Because people's attention span, like they're gone at 2. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So
That's right.
I just wanted I kind of wanted it to be pretty quick and direct and just get it over with.
Well, and it's kind of like this project.
That sounds
It's
like my
very
sex
quick and
life.
direct. Yeah, your sex life, quick and direct. Yeah, all right, fine. Booster, you always share too much. We got Eric Hawkins in here, and he says hello to everybody.
Yeah.
And he says, I like this, digging the art. Drama, stay away from the drama, and we will love you. Yeah, no, we always stay away from
Oh,
the
no
drama here.
drama. No.
Yeah, no, don't need that. March here says, I backed Jungle Comics twice. Still waiting on my books, though. I backed Jungle Comics as well. And you said you were doing covers for Valiant?
I did a cover for Valiant for their Punk Mambo series.
Oh, okay.
They were looking. They need a New Orleans type of artist to go ahead and do a cover because it takes place in New Orleans. So I was like, I'll do it. Fuck it. Yeah, and it was all right. It wasn't too bad. I still got the cover though. I can't for some reason I can't sell that.
No, really? Well, you want to
It's
show it to
crazy.
us?
Yeah.
Is it in hand's reach?
I'll send you a link. Hold on. 1 second. Yeah. No, it's not in hand's reach. It's buried under a bunch of stuff. But,
All right, cool. All right, so basically, I'm going to go take a look at this real quick and share that with you guys. But do keep in mind that what I'm about to do here, Preston, is I'm going to jump over and we're going to cover a little bit of news. And then
okay, cool.
we're going to come back to your project and we're going to look at your perks at the end of the show, okay? And see what you have
Sounds
on
good.
offer. All right. So let me come
Good.
over and let me check my Twitters. And ooh. That was a long time ago. I already looked at that. Ooh, that's a. I saw Lady Death already. You send it. You send
What are
it
you
to my
doing? You
Twitter
teasing
again,
us?
right? Oh, there.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to get. Hold on 1 second. I got it.
Oh, that's all right. It's not. It's all right, dude. I'll come back and check it later. But let me jump
Okay,
over here
cool.
now. All right, so let's do this one now. Dinale, are you back from walking your dog yet?
Yes.
All right, so do your job.
All right. Well, this is not one of my
It's not.
articles, but this is from Newsarama's. Michelle Pfeiffer endorses co-star as next Catwoman for Paddington, the Batman. Pattinson's the Batman, and I believe it's Dakota
Fanning.
Fanning, yeah.
Yeah.
No, Ellen Fanning.
Ellie Fanning. Okay. Ooh.
Yeah.
Who? I don't know Ellie Fanning. I know Dakota.
I think that's her little sister.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to check this out now because I thought it was Dakota. Hold on a second here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do something. I'm doing something. Okay. Pasting it. It better not be porn, Booster.
Oh, it will be for me.
Oh, this the girl with the jaw. Yeah, this one. She's like she's got one of those ice cutting jaws. This girl. Yeah.
What's happening with her nose?
Yeah. Well.
What is
yeah.
with Hollywood these days and
Yeah.
the jaw on the woman?
Yeah. At least there's no tentacles. But
Oh, she has a big neck.
yeah. She's a ballet girl, and she's very skinny. But I don't know. She's all right. She's fine looking. I don't really know her at all. Should I know her, Dinale? Where have I seen her?
Potatoes.
She does have potatoes. I like me some potatoes, though, dude.
Watermelons.
Oh, no.
Watermelons are better.
Dinale, where should I know her from? Because I don't recognize her at all.
She was. Let me see. I'm trying to think of. I think the one that would be Maleficent.
Yeah, that was all right. That was all right, Flick.
Yeah.
She's been in Maleficent. She's been in
Babel.
Super 8, Teen Spirit.
Oh, she was one of the little kids in Super 8. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know her. She's cute. I mean, she's one of those girls. It depends on the angle, right? And it's kind of like Uma Thurman, right? I mean, my top 3 most beautiful women of screen. Actually, one of those is Uma Thurman in The Adventures of Baron Munchausen. Just shockingly gorgeous. And then she came out with a movie later. Yes, I know. Cats and Dogs, where she lost a whole bunch of weight, and she just dog ugly, man. I mean, and she stayed that way. So I don't know. It's a shame.
She was in Dangerous Liaisons.
Who? Uma Thurman?
Yeah.
Oh my God! She actually had some cheeks in this movie.
Oh no, Uma used to be gorgeous, and then she lost all that weight. She got into
Yeah.
the Hollywood exercising thing that a lot of them do, and she got
Yeah.
ugly. But this girl's done the same thing. Obviously, this jaw is just going to literally cut your throat, dude. Look at it.
Yeah.
But Jesus.
Yeah.
But
I
She could be a
mean,
boxer.
she still has those dead eyes, but yeah.
well, that's Hollywood in general, isn't it? But all right. I know who it is now. Okay, I'm going back. All right. Okay,
All
now
right.
I understand. Michelle Pfeiffer has endorsed this girl. Cool. Well,
Meow.
meow, right? We're not sure exactly what we're going to get from this movie, although we're not hating on Pattinson over here, though. We're not. We're
We
kind of
were uneasy at the beginning.
we
Very
were we
uneasy.
were, but what
Mhm.
helped me a lot was the fact that when he came out with the Lighthouse, because that dude can act, dude. He's really good, actually. What do you think about this new Batman that's coming our way, Preston?
I actually I never. I think who did they have playing the Riddler? Fuck, I can't remember
Well,
his
I know
name.
they were trying to get that fat Hollywood boy who lost all the weight, and now he's got a
Yeah,
big old flap hanging down from his throat. There, what's his
Oh,
name?
bloody
yeah, I know,
Jonah
right?
Hill.
Like
Jonah
his
Hill, yeah,
nipples are down to his belly button or something like that.
something like that.
Like
Yeah,
yeah, he's supposed to play the Riddler in there. Like, what are they thinking? That's craziness.
it is a
He
weird
doesn't
choice.
No,
look right skinny. I
he
don't
should.
like it. Get fat again.
He's,
I don't like it.
Yeah, he's not a good skinny guy. He looks a lot better like fat.
Ah.
Well, see, this is a
Uh,
Um,
perfect example, though, of a childhood obesity, right? Is what the problem with him is. No, seriously, if you got kids, don't let them be fat. Don't let them be fat. If they want to get fat as an adult, that's fine. Because all that, and you make them do sports too, because all that nice muscle and athletic body they put on their youth, they will keep throughout their life, whether they get fat or not. And
yeah, but
he's a good
you don't
example
think
of it.
yeah, but you don't think his bone structure is like for a fat guy? You know what I'm saying? Like a husky
Yeah,
guy.
mm,
well,
mm.
sure,
Like
it
skinny,
is.
he doesn't.
It is, but he was kind of that liquid fat guy, not the husky type, right? I'm just saying, and that's not
No,
that's a
I
lifelong
just like
trouble,
Turtle
right?
Rabbit's comment. He says, Hollywood exercising thing, aka Satanism.
Yes, you're right. They actually call it Saturnism, but hey, close enough.
It's a turn.
Yeah. But okay, cool. I don't know this girl, but awesome. Looking forward to it. Next. Uh-oh. Now, what? Oh, what?
yeah,
Really?
Marvel has got the license
Oh
to
yeah, I
make
heard about that.
Warhammer comics
Yeah,
Ooh.
from DC. So expect to be hail
diversity.
diversity. Yeah,
It depends,
Oh
though.
my god, that's gonna be horrible.
Well, it depends, though, because one of the things, people give old CB Savalsky a hard time, and he deserves some of it, particularly because of Anna Samanat. But he has changed the culture at least partially. The art has improved incredibly since CB came on,
Mhm.
and not everything sucks. There are some good. I know it's sacrilege, but there are some good things coming out of Marvel. Actually, it's not all
Mhm.
horrible, dude. So I don't
Especially
know if.
Daredevil.
Yeah, right. I
Daredevil
mean,
is kicking ass.
um,
And the good artist is back. I'm very happy.
yes, yeah. But I mean, so let's it's not enough. But there is some positive coming out of CB. But we can't assume that this is going to be. I suppose we could. Yeah, we probably should. Oh well,
Well, there's always hope. Yeah,
there is
I don't
hope.
know.
Yeah,
I
there is
mean,
hope. Yeah. But that is really interesting news, Denali.
I hope that's
Emperor
not the
beam.
artist.
No. Well, they could go that route. Sell
It could
kits.
be, for all we know.
Hey kids, we got Warhammer. Come and join it. One of the most evil and depraved games of all time, and we praise and
Yeah,
love it.
with a
Uh,
Disney
Yay.
artist.
yeah, with a Disney artist.
Yeah, for the kids.
the
Okay.
Eternal Mouse. Sorry, live long the Eternal Mouse Emperor.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be
Well,
awesome if he was the main villain in it.
well, it looks like they're also doing not only Warhammer 40K, they're doing the Age of Sigmar as well. Which I don't know if we have enough Warhammer people over here to have a conversation about that, but yeah, I gave it time. I was patient, and I don't like it. I prefer the old Warhammer Fantasy. I don't care for the Age of Sigmar at all. I think they should go back. They should retcon it, personally. but I'm probably talking to myself here. So all right, fine.
Yeah.
No,
nerd.
I don't care for the fantasy version of Warhammer. I like the 40K.
Yeah, no, I
What?
much prefer it. Well, I prefer the fantasy version actually. I just like the old one, not the new one. But nevertheless, it's not much news here. We just have to keep an eye on it, and I will because I'm a big Warhammer fan. But that is surprising news, dude. Moving on.
Yeah.
What is this? This is a trailer I don't need. There's probably some other trailer I'm supposed to be watching, and this has just been running the whole time in the background. Damn it.
Yep.
This one. This is the one I'm supposed to be watching. Denali, why you keep doing this to me, dude?
Well, this is the critical drinker. This is an analysis on a film. This is
Oh,
the trailer.
Yeah.
but I like
Yeah.
the critical
Right.
drinker though. He's cool.
Yeah, why you got critical drinkers videos up?
Because I like the critical
yeah.
drinker. That's
Me
why.
too, yeah.
Is this
He
the
is
one
good.
here?
He's-
Is
he's
this
very
one?
funny.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
This is the basically just to cut the thing short. They kind of released the first half of the movie right here in this trailer. So if you watch this trailer and you watch the other trailer, you watch essentially the whole movie.
All right, fine. I'm clicking it, but it's under protest.
Well, make sure you pause frequently.
I shall. Pause. Okay, go.
All
Pause.
right. Yeah, I'm sure.
Here's
this will
your
help.
new John Connor.
Pause. Hey, we were
Yeah.
talking about potatoes before, and we found some new apples
Yeah.
this time.
Hey.
Yeah,
Mm,
but
mm.
she's, I don't know, you know, there are some sexy, sexy Mexican girls, but why do we always get the ones
Yes.
who have like no neck? What's up with this? Bring me a sexy Mexican.
It could be worse.
Come
Yeah.
on.
She has a
Worse,
nick
they could
chest,
have
so
a
I could
goiter.
easily strangle her.
Oh, shut up, Booster. Jeez. Well, no, there's
We
some,
don't need to know about your text life.
dude, there's some sexy Hispanic girls, dude, for sure, right? For sure. But we're not getting them in the. Did you guys see that freaking Jupiter Ascending? My God, what is that girl's name? Kunis? Jeez,
Mila
Russian.
Kunis, yeah.
unbelievable, dude. Anyway, I'm moving
Not
on.
Hispanic, she's Russian.
Hace 2 días tenía
Oh.
una vida muy simple.
Ooh, there's actual Mexican in it. Sweet.
Hey, buenos días.
Let's go.
Oh, mías,
We're running
Dios.
late.
Bye, Daddy. You'll never see me again. I'm about to be terminated.
Uh-oh.
Here it comes. Boom.
Oh, okay. Now, hold on a second. Now, this is a very pivotal moment. So, let's take a look here. This,
He's looking very scary.
yes. This is our main
Yeah.
antagonist. And
Mhm.
I don't think I've ever seen a more boring one in the trailers I've seen so far. Yeah,
Rev
no,
9.
no.
What did that's what I'm talking about. Look, that dude doesn't look intimidating. Like
No.
Schwarzenegger. Yeah, Schwarzenegger was
That's a big guy.
Yeah, Schwarzenegger was terrifying. But who's the guy that looks like a cat that was in the played the T-1000? What's his name?
Patrick Roberts, I believe.
Well, that dude. He wasn't
Yeah.
a big frame guy. Like this guy isn't a big frame guy. He's a thinner. I mean, he seems to be athletic. But that dude
Yeah.
had a presence, man. I mean,
He had an
Well, he-
intensity.
Well, he had rest in bitch face, I guess,
He
for
did.
a guy.
He did. You're absolutely right, dude. He and Brie Larson both. Brie Larson's the master of that, though. She is.
Oh, you know what she
Mhm.
would be perfect as? The female Terminator.
Oh, dude, see, they missed the chance there. Brie Larson would have been perfect in that role, dude. Absolutely.
Terminate me, Brie. Oh.
Jeez. Yeah, this guy, it's not a good choice.
Buenas.
Yeah, that would have been the first role where everyone
Hola,
would
señor.
want to
Oh, wow, there's a lot of Mexican in this. Awesome, dude. That's what I want.
They filmed this at the same time as Rambo, so they just saved money and extras.
Yeah.
Something about Rambo, what?
I was just joking.
Okay, thank you. Well, the problem with this girl, this model that they've had there, that they claim is a model, that they have playing the new Terminator, she, as with many people who don't take it seriously, they don't stand right when they have a gun. They don't look cool when they're fighting because they don't know how to stand. Their legs throw it off. And if your mind is curious and keeps asking, why don't I like this? Why don't I like it like this?
It's because she would be throwing right back.
Well, because they don't know how to stand, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's often women these days because they keep giving us women in action roles. But I've seen plenty of men make the same mistake. But when you get people like, say, the Prince Emperor Keanu Reeves, who puts on all that hard work to do his John Wick, we
My
respect him
boy.
for it, right? And these people don't. They don't care. They're lazy.
No.
Lazy.
That is not your
I
fault.
don't think I'm digging
Come with me, or you're
the
dead in the next 30
Black
seconds.
Terminator exoskeleton either. I don't like the
Someone speaking, I can't hear.
Hay una máquina que me
No,
quiere matar.
you must be having trouble hearing.
I must be.
Well, it's because he's got a trailer book.
I do have it.
Yeah.
And I'm already bored to death, so I'm going to leave it alone.
There
Is
you
that
go.
all right?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to get rid
Screw
of
it.
Let me see here. Go ahead and speak
You're
now.
cancelled.
There
Yeah.
you go. All right, I fixed it. That fixed it. Good enough anyway, because that thing sucks, and we've talked it to death. But now another thing we've talked to death. What the hell is this, Dinale?
From Valiant to Comics, Joker director Todd Phillip is calling up the woke Hollywood.
Good, I guess. I don't know. He should be
Yeah.
happy. I mean, his movie's got to make ton of money because of all the controversy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
he's talking about how, he stopped making comedies because of everybody being offended, and it's kind of hurting the industry, kind of deal.
I thought he stopped making comedies because no one wanted Hangover Part 4.
Oh my God.
You know what? Now that this movie, he'll be able to do so. Thank you, Booster. Thank you.
There's
Yeah,
another
yeah.
unfunny person right there. We've talked this to death. We're all interested in seeing it. The reviews are starting to come out from the people whose reviews I trust, and they're loving it. They love it. They all admit, because a couple of them are actually Joker fans, it's not really a Joker movie, but Joaquin Phoenix absolutely murders the screen when he's on it, literally. Whatever. All this other stupid nonsense controversy, who cares? It's just more money for it. I cannot wait to see Joaquin just eat the scenery, dude. I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome.
He was
Oh,
really
shit.
good in Walk the Line.
Oh yeah,
I can go see it today.
you can. He Preston, you was saying he's really good in Walk the Line. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he made a good Johnny Cash.
Yeah,
Really talented.
Yeah, Joaquin's a good actor, dude. He most certainly is. Finally, a real show, not like that garbage tier JP Four stream. Are you picking on JP again, Dillard? Leave him alone. He does models. It's nice.
Don't bully JP4. He's lovely.
Peaceful.
And tanks.
He's an old
Plays with
dude.
tanks.
He's cut off at least one of his fingers once. Be
Who
nice.
doesn't
Yeah.
want to play with a tank? Come on.
Yeah,
No.
Dillard. All right, moving on. Go ahead. Oh. Now this.
Yeah,
oh,
William Hurt, that's in the title. William Hurt joins Black Widow film as Thunderbolt Ross.
Yeah. Nice to have him
So
back.
yay.
I don't know
Yeah.
what he has to do with Black Widow, but yeah, all right. I liked him.
Well, I think they're trying to recon her death, and that's been the rumor lately. They're like, say, "Oh, we did a big mistake of killing her off. We got to figure out how to bring her back."
Well, they made a
So-
lot of mistakes. That was probably the least of them, actually.
Yeah, but that's been the rumor. So maybe he has to do something with bringing her back.
Maybe.
So I'm
But
kind of
though, he did a really good job, though. I liked him as Thunderbolt Ross, dude. I thought he was good. Now we're talking about way back. This has nothing to do with Marvel at all. This is way back, what Universal or Paramount or wherever the Hulk movie was being made.
Universal.
It
Yeah,
was a Universal, yeah. So that's cool, dude. I like William Hurt. Actually, he's a good actor. What do you guys think about this? Any comments?
I liked all the Hulk movies. I thought they were badass. If he's in it, I'll probably go see it because that dude is really talented too.
He is, man. Yeah, I like him.
And plus, they're supposed to have the Taskmaster as the main villain.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Boy, I
I'm
hope they.
interested to see how they pull that off.
I really hope they do well by him.
Well, and I
Yeah,
hope
me
it's not a.
too.
I hope it's not. He is not a she.
Oh no.
No. If they do that, dude.
Dude, come on. You know they will.
That.
You
Oh
know
my
they
God.
will.
I mean, look at the Mandarin.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Just-
But
Yeah, I
sick
saw
of
one of the
them.
leaked
Throwing them
images
out.
where he looked like a bloody Black Power Ranger.
oh, so you have seen the
Seriously?
Taskmaster? It is a dude.
Yeah, it is a dude, but the suit looked terrible from the leaked images. I hope it I hope it gets better, but I've got he looks like a Power Ranger.
Is this a Marvel movie, or is it put on by Sony or something?
No,
like
it's
that,
Marvel. It's
No,
Marvel.
it's
Yeah, it's Marvel. It's MCU.
That's weird that they're gonna like go against the grain as far as costume design, because I thought that was their whole stick was, they stay true to the character.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his costume is very iconic. It's a skull face, mask and stuff. But the real thing I'm worried about with the Taskmaster, because it's exciting, because us comic book fans, Taskmaster's a great villain, or well, he's not even a pure villain all the time, but nevertheless, the Taskmaster. The problem is going to be that Black Widow should not be able to handle him, right?
No,
And
he's a Moon Knight villain.
right, well, but it's not even that. His fighting level is beyond pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, he can even beat Captain America, right? I know they're gonna have her just kick his butt straight out, and it's gonna ruin it. Now, the people who watch it, they won't know any better, and it'll be fine for them. But for us fans, they're gonna ruin that dude. It's too bad because I like Scarlett Johansson. Actually, I like what she's done. I think it's finally they give her a Black Widow movie. I still don't understand, Dinale, why it's taken all this time to get a Black Widow movie. I kind of think we should have had one 6 years ago, dude. I mean, honestly.
Don't know. Maybe there was some kind of agreement that they couldn't meet, and finally they killed her off. She's like, "Okay, I'll do it."
Huh.
Are they gonna let Taskmaster hit
She's
her?
a fringe character. She's not she's not an A-lister character.
Yeah, but dude, people like Scarlett Johansson and they like the character. I get that.
Thank you.
But keep in mind that outside of comics, Iron Man is like a C-lister, dude. And look what they did with him, right?
Is he a C-lister?
Well,
Yeah,
no,
well,
I
yeah,
wouldn't say
for except for
For
us
a
who
long
love
time.
comics, yeah.
Before the movie, absolutely, he wasn't
maybe before
huge.
Civil War. Maybe before Civil War, he was a.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I'll give him a rank up for that. Yeah, I'll see what you're saying. But you know what I mean.
But think of I know some of the Black Widow mythos or whatever. I can't pick anything in there that go. Oh, I hope they take from this. So this is a
It's too
complete.
dry.
Yeah, this is a complete movie written by Hollywood. It'll be
It
done
is.
by Hollywood.
It is, yeah.
So
Yeah. Well,
she didn't.
Well, Todd, I think opportunity they missed, dude. And of course, they can't do this now. They had to do it from the beginning. But I love the storyline where Black Widow was actually part of the first Super Soldier project, and she was semi-successful, just not the level of Steve Rogers. I like that one because that made her actually older than Steve and gave her some super soldier ability to a point. I like that storyline, and I was really hoping they'd do that because it would have been a nice little twist, but they didn't. So, yeah. But anyway, I think this is cool. Looking forward to it. I just hope they don't really, really screw the booch though, because like I said, I like Scarlett. I think she's a nice lady. She's not the greatest actress in the world, but she tries hard, dude. She really tries hard, and that's worth points, right? What is this? What is this? Why I don't want more of this.
More of this. Denali.
So this is kind of important because this is about, and we talked about it briefly as well, but they're bringing this up again. But basically, screenwriters are gaining their rights back to their franchises after giving to notice, and a lot of studios are facing a lot of movies expiration dates if they don't make another film for each of these franchises. Like,
I see.
Dar High will revert back to the owners of those copyrights.
Well,
so this is what the
Yeah. I guess that explains some of it, huh?
So, so the reason why you'll see a slush of now remakes and reboots and all this stuff is because the studios will lose these IP. I think either next year or the year after if they don't do anything with them, and they'll revert back to their copyrights.
They're driving the cinema industry into the ground, dude. They really are. Yeah. And with all these new streaming services I really don't know how much longer cinemas have left to live, to be honest with you. Let me see over here. March Hare says, I've always seen Iron Man as part of the B team. Same as Thor and Doc Strange. Well, Doctor Strange wasn't that way. I agree with Thor, even though I love Thor's comics. But Doctor Strange wasn't all that way. But you know what they did with Doctor Strange? They turned him into a MacGuffin, is what they did. And for good and bad, I think. But it is what it is. I agree. John Dillard says, "No, they aren't, Chester. This will be a remake of Rocky 3. She will go into it and fail and learn and grow and plan, and then she will overcome Taskmaster by the skin of her teeth, and the movie will be great. Finally, a remake of that awful Roger Rabbit." Oh, I'm sorry. He continue on. He had a stream of thought there. I hope so,
CG
dude.
and Roger Rabbit with the effects in Roger Rabbit hold up today. They're incredible. You
They
kidding
are.
me?
Right,
Yeah.
and the person who wrote Roger Rabbit is supposed to regain his rights back,
Yeah.
so from the studio. So that's why this is kind of important. And we're hoping that a lot of these creators regain their creations back from the studios and see what they can do.
Although
with
that movie freaking traumatized me. Goodness me.
It was great.
I don't think
do
they could do
do
another
keep in
Roger
mind,
Rabbit.
Preston, that Dillard is one of our resident trolls. So take that with a grain of
Okay.
salt.
You know that scene where the bad
Yeah.
guy like melts the little those cute cartoon
Or-
shoes on the
Uh-huh.
acid?
Yeah,
That was traumatizing.
that was awesome.
You
dude.
mean Christopher Lloyd,
Oh.
Yeah.
Uncle Fester, Doc Brown?
He was
Yeah.
awesome, dude. Yeah,
He was
He
great.
was badass.
Yeah,
He
he's always
was.
awesome.
Okay, let's do
He's
the
still
last one.
kicking too, if you can believe it.
Barely. I don't think the mind's all there, but at least he's
Yeah,
moving,
yeah.
I suppose. Walking Dead in a way. Anyway,
Mhm.
last story we got for today. Go ahead. Do I really,
Yeah.
really DMC
Yeah.
and Variety in the same damn headline?
Yeah.
Jesus, Dinale. All right, go ahead, dude.
From Variety, HBO Max ordered DMZ pilot. DuVernay is set to direct it.
Is that who is that?
Yeah, it's the one who's doing New
No.
Gods.
No.
Yeah.
She's the
Yeah.
wrinkle in time
Oh,
lady.
God, they're gonna screw that
Yeah.
up too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, someone's
Yeah.
gonna have to help me out. What the hell is a DMZ?
It's a comic book.
Because I know what a DMZ is, but I don't know what the comic book is.
Yeah, I don't know what DMZ is either. What is that?
It's an American comic book by Brian Wood.
Oh, no
it was
clue,
part
dude.
of the Vertical
Oh.
line.
Oh no, that Vertigo.
Yeah.
Well, no, come on now. Vertigo is good from time to time. Let me see
Yeah.
here. DMZ
Dude.
comic.
Dude, I love Vertigo.
Comical.
Vertigo is one of my absolute favorite imprints, but in recent years it just became dog shit
Right.
before it was
This
closed
was
entirely.
well, this one was early,
Yeah.
like 2005. So it's when Vertical was
Okay.
hitting all the
No,
good
no.
stuff.
Okay,
I've
so this
seen
isn't Zoe
this.
Quinn's era of
No, it's
Vertigo.
definitely not. I've seen this before. I have seen this before. Yeah. I remember that title. Seeing it. I don't think I read it though. But okay, great. More comic book movies. Awesome. But this lady has came out. Basically, all I've seen from her is one failure, and then they, of course, promoted her upward as they usually do, and she's doing the New Gods. Poor Kirby. He's got freaking New Gods being done by this chick. And then on the Marvel
and the
side,
Eternals getting slaughtered.
oh my
Yeah.
I'm
God,
such
they're
a
all
Kirby fan. I can't believe what they did with the Eternals. The
Yeah.
casting on that movie. Oh
it's
my
horrible,
God,
dude.
And I was looking forward to the Eternals, and then when I seen the casting, I was like, "That's it, done."
Nope. Yeah, nope. All
And now
right.
the New
Well.
God.
Yeah, no, it's a mess. It's a hot mess. All right, let me come back over to the Indiegogo page. Boom. And let's take a look at the perks we have going on here
Boom.
with Doc Salem.
Mm-hmm.
I really love the name, dude. It's a catchy name, and
It's great.
it is. And the premise
Thank
is
you.
really
Appreciate
cool. Dr. Frankenstein is the monster now. I like it, dude. I
Yeah.
like it. All right, so let's
Mhm.
start up here at the top. Now we have a featured. Look, Danelle, here's someone else who has a very high priced featured. Interesting.
Right, $125.
Yeah, $125. Go ahead and tell us
Mm.
what's coming in this book and commission, dude. Go ahead.
Okay, well, usually, like every year, I do a it's kind of like I do a painting for like as a commission for $100. It's my $100 fully painted commission special. And I barely make any money off of that, but it's kind of like a thank you for all the people that's helped me out during the year. And so I'm not doing it this year because I'm running this campaign and I'm really busy with it. So I decided to integrate it into the campaign. So now, for a little bit more, you not only get the fully painted, commission, but you also get the book to go with it.
Sweet. All right. Well, there you go, guys. And we do love the when you have the perks where you can get original art and things like that. So that's pretty cool, dude. All right.
Yeah.
Let's come down here to the beginning of it. We have a digital. We have someone who doesn't hate on the international people. Thank you very much.
Yo,
Where are you
So,
guys located at? Like y'all in China or something like that? Or
oh
I'm
yeah,
noticing
we're all
that's
in
you
Yeah,
guys.
China.
I'm little Chinaman.
Yes. No, Booster is a damn Aussie, and we hate him
God,
for it.
hey, you
Uh,
take that back, you little shit.
I'm sorry. What do you call
Before I
yourself?
start,
A Kiwi? Is that what you call yourself, Mr.
I am
Wallaby?
from Great New Zealand.
The great New Zealand,
Beautiful
Yeah,
a
country.
he's
little
a hot.
place on the
There's
map most
a
people can't even
better
point to.
fate here. Yeah.
But
Right
anyway,
next to Australia.
it is next
Ah.
to Australia, south of it even, southeast. But no, he's from New Zealand. I'm not from, but I'm in Japan.
Yeah.
We have a Canadian in here for goodness sake, and
Yeah.
the rest of everyone else is a proper American. So
Do we? I
What's
was gonna say, do we
Canadian?
even have Americans?
we do. Denali's an American. Todd's an American. Are you an
Is
American,
What's
Preston? You
is
sound like an
Canadian?
Denali
American.
Denali
Martian.
American, or did he hop the fence?
Well, he's technically from Venezuela, but we've adopted him. All right, Booster, shut
Yeah.
up.
hmm
I've been adopted.
He has been adopted. But anyway, really happy to see you have a digital, dude. It does help out because shipping prices have become crazy, and for those of overseas, it's an option, you know. So thank you
Yeah.
very much. Now we come
Oh,
into
cool.
the book itself for $20. It's pretty cheap, dude.
Yeah, it's I mean I thought about not offering the book by itself, and I was like, nah, maybe some people will fret over that $25. I mean, $5. I was like, all right, screw it.
No, I think for the 46 plus the art stuff you have in the 50 some pages, I think it's actually a good price point. Because
Yeah.
when you get in the 25s and the 30s, you're getting up to those 60, 80, 100 page books. I think 20 is
hmm
perfect, actually. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
All right, cool.
very nice. And moving down here, we have for a few dollars more, we get an ash can with it, which is cool. This is a trend that's been going on the past a year and a half, I'd say, and it's a good trend too. I like ash cans returning. It's kind of fun. And now
What's funny is I thought I was being original with that.
no, it's quite, but it's a cool thing though. No complaints here, dude.
hmm
I think it's a fun little thing that's going on. But we have the collector's pack. So tell us what's in this, dude.
The first collector's pack it's double issues. So you get 2 issues of the of Doc Salem, and then you get two copies of the ash can,
I see.
and one you can collect and put away, and then the other one you can
Sure.
roll up, put in your pocket, give it to somebody.
That's right.
Yeah.
The ubiquitous double copy. But they're popular, dude. People buy them. They do buy them.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
And if you're
Uh,
overseas and you buy that, you don't have to worry about it because shipping's the same no matter what. If you get two
That's true.
copies or one copy.
That is true. That's true. Now this is a much bigger collector's pack. This is a $80 one. What's going on with this?
Well, you get all of the issues. You get all of the covers, all of the collector's covers plus the main cover and the book and the ash can. Yeah. So it's a pretty good pack. You get pretty much everything.
And then we were talking about those covers earlier, and they do look cool, dude.
Yeah.
Some very different takes on your character. So awesome. Actually, I think the one I don't know. It's tough. I think the one I like the best is the Tim lady. It looks
Which one?
appropriate. The
Oh,
Tim
Tim
Lady
Lottie.
cover.
Yeah.
Lottie, sorry,
Tim
Lottie.
Lady.
But no, it looks appropriate to the material, actually. I
Yeah,
like
he's
it.
really good. I like his style, and I love what he did. He even fit the car in there too, like because Doc Salem has this car called the Mephisto,
hmm
and he managed to
I'll put it in the
stick
bottom
that in
there.
there.
Oh, that's cool, dude.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's got a car named. So you should have led with that. A car named Mephisto. Goodness
Right.
gracious. We got the retailer pack, of course. You got to have for the brick and mortar. That's very nice. Then we have the Doc Salem fan club. Ooh, what's this one?
you remember I told you like I'm a big fan of Golden and Silver Age comics,
Yeah.
and back then they used to have a comic called Captain Midnight, and Captain Midnight actually had a decoder, and all like with the fan club, you get in the Captain Midnight fan club, and it
Sure.
came with a decoder, and it would have secret messages you can decode from, in the comic and stuff like that. So I kind of want to like capture that same feel. So I kind of came up with the Doc Salem fan club, where you get a T-shirt, a membership card with a decoder on the back of the card, to decipher any messages that are inside the book, and it comes with a little art commission and stuff
It comes
like
with a hentai T-shirt too. It's awesome.
that. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And one thing I have to give you kudos
Got
on, dude.
tentacles.
Yeah, right. I have to give you kudos on one thing though, dude, because a lot of times the people will have a T-shirt, which is cool. It's fun, right? It's a fun thing to do. But they have it over here in the perks, but they don't actually show the T-shirt, and you have it over here in the body of the thing. That is awesome. So that kudos on that. And now we're coming into some beefy ones here. This is a piece of comic book history, so you get to basically own a page. I'm assuming for $300.
Yes. A page plus the book plus a bunch of it plus the T-shirt, membership card, and all kinds of stuff, like all the goodies.
We got 30 of those. That's a lot. That's a majority of the book, dude.
Yeah, but I didn't want to give away the whole book because I know there's pages I might want to keep. So
Sure. And then, whoa, this should cover it. We have one of these, and it is $800, dude. What's this one?
Yeah, that's the cover. The cover. The book,
so you get to own the cover.
abstract.
Oh, wow, dude.
Yes.
All
You
right.
see, that's another thing too. I do everything traditional. So there's a lot of extra material left over after I'm finished making a book. Like that's one thing that I like is, well, because the art market concerning comics is completely destroyed right now. There's not a lot of original artwork out there, due to digital. Like everybody's doing digital pages, digital covers, all this kind of, and it's easier, I guess, for some people to do that. But like, there's a lot of people who like collecting art too. And if you like an X-Men issue and you want to get a page from it or something like that, you can't, because it doesn't exist.
Fair point. Yeah. No, fair point. And actually, we've seen a lot of people who are working digital. They'll actually do up. We just had the other day a person here was doing that. They'll actually do up like 10 actual pages. They'll do traditional as well, so that exists for the crowdfunding. So yeah, good point. And then we had one, but it's sold out. Shinobi Doc Salem art for $300 or almost $300. All right, cool.
$275.
$275. Well, sorry, I'm translating off the cuff, Dinale. All right, but anyway, guys, this is a fun looking book. I love the name. I love the premise, and it's straightforward, good old comic book action story, dude. It looks awesome.
Well, that's one thing too. Like in each volume of Doc Salem, I want to pack it with action. Like I don't want it to be slacking like that. I want it to be like you're reading it, and before you know it, it's all over with, and you're like, "What the hell happened?"
Right.
I don't want it to be a chore. Like
Now, I really want you to give your colors a shout out again because it's really well done, dude. Who's your colors?
Oh, Johnny Segura. He's a kind of his style is more like American anime, and he likes to do cell shade. So I wasn't sure if cell shade would fit all that well because my style doesn't really go like with American anime too much, but it worked out. It was a really good blend to go ahead and put those two together.
Yeah, no, the coloring I think is really solid. Todd, do you have an opinion on the coloring here?
Well, it was the only thing, honestly, you're going to hate this. It works with his style, but there's, there were some things I didn't like about it, but it definitely works. But there's just, I don't know, like these monotone pages, I know what you're denoting here, but I don't know that it was sort of necessary to go with the whole, make it look like it's on a TV screen kind of thing or a movie reel.
Oh, the distress lines in it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Yeah,
Is he denoting
actually
it or
like
is
it
he
as well.
connoting it? Which one is it, Todd? Hmm?
No, I
But
get what they're trying to capture, but then again, the green is in color, so
yeah, I
it's
like
just a
it.
little.
I like it. It's cool. God, you're
Like
such a purist,
Reanimator.
man.
I love it.
Yeah, no, I think it's cool. I like it a lot, actually. That's
Hey,
one of my
he
favorite
asked the
parts.
guy for his opinion.
He did. I did. It's my fault. I do blame me. All right, guys. But
But I love it. I love the art. I love the energy, like the where Frankenstein's, right above his head there. That's really really cool. Did a good
yeah,
job. Even though you're doing
Thank you.
this sort of monotone thing, he did a good job to make that kind of pop and sort of bring your focus to two places at once.
yeah. That's
You
true.
got
That's true.
you got the green and you got the really highlights in that ball.
Yeah, sweet. All right, guys. Do us a favor, please, and definitely. I know this has been dropped once or twice. I think I just saw Booster drop it. Yeah, he did.
Can
Definitely.
can
I'll
can
drop
I
it
say
again.
something? Because here's what's throwing me off, right? This is a coloring no-no in color, because you never see white, right? White is not a color that appears in nature. It's always affected by what's around it, including, obviously the light and stuff. So this white rim around him that I see, like where he's on those cardboard boxes, and then I see a lot of white in this sort of monstrous skin. Now you can get away with white when you say you have hard metal or hard plastic, and say there's a really bright, like, okay, the spaceship is about to beam you up, so it comes over top of you. When that really hot white light is above you, that's when you can get white. But you never really get it on clothing and things like that. So it's like rule 101 in coloring is don't get
Okay.
away from using
Well,
white.
white not being a natural part of nature. I'm white, Todd, and I know we only make up 9%
Well,
of the population, but
I think you're more like
racist,
I think you're more of like a creamy
racist.
peach. If
Hey,
we're
hey,
gonna be
now,
You know
pedantic.
exactly what I mean.
don't pick on my pinkness. You leave it alone.
Pink lives matter.
Pink lives matter. That's for damn sure. But anyway, guys, as I was trying to say, definitely go over here, guys. Check this project out. He's got a digital. He's got a lot of nice perks. Check it out. It looks like a fun project, and the premise is really cool. And of course, if he at a least, definitely go over and share it out, please. That's a minimum thing we can do here. We try to promote as much of this indie revival comics as we can. We do a lot of these things here. We appreciate you guys for coming over and being part of this every day. We love you guys. You got so much interest and comments as well, especially John Dillard. He's always friendly and kind and warm-hearted. So thanks, John. But nevertheless, this is great. Let me come back over here to the other side, and let's say hello to our chat, our panel again. And now, do keep in mind that coming up here in about 45 minutes or so, a little bit more, we do have the Blacklist Universe. Has of course, Mike Miller is doing the Drone Recorded Pro Edition, and of course, tomorrow we are doing the Fan Edition, which some say might be better. But nevertheless, today, of course, El Rodimus Flash, first time going to the Pro Edition, so go over there and support him if you can, and come in here tomorrow and watch our Fan Edition as well. And do not forget that coming up this Sunday on TFT Tinfoil Talk, we will be doing Flat Earth Part 2. Now, if you want to be part of that, if you want to get into that conversation and have some fun with the Flat Earth conspiracy, just hit me up on my Twitter down below and let me know, and I will get you on the show, guys. And just keep in mind that when those government trolls came in, which was so flattering, I offered them to come on the show.
Flattering.
And it was flattering, yes. It was flattering. Yes, thank you. Hey, I can do a dad joke from time to time, too. All right. But I did offer them to come on the show, and shocking, Dinale, shocking. They haven't responded. They didn't respond.
Oh, well, we'll see them.
Yet.
We'll see them Sunday.
Yeah, we'll see them
I'll
Sunday,
prepare
I'm
my
sure.
slides.
Thank you. Anything
Yeah.
albino, Eric says. All right, so let's give Preston the closing comments, and then we're going to let Dinale take us out of here. So, Preston, what do you got to say to the folks?
Back Doc Salem. Now go over there, click.
Now.
You gotta...
No,
Do
that's
it.
perfect.
Do
That's
it.
perfect. That's perfect. Go back,
Do it or
Doc
we'll
Salem.
hit you.
Sweet.
Do it.
All right. Well, that brings us to the end of the show, guys.
Australian. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Well,
Do it
Booster's
now.
the Australian. He knows all about that. All right. Stop being mean to Booster Chester. God. All right.
Yeah.
Dinale, take us out of here, man.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us for Comics News today. Thank you, Preston, for being our guest and talking about Doc Salem. Join us tomorrow for Comics News today, where we have our special guest Roland Manning to talk about Cat and Mouse, his Kickstarter. His Kickstarter book, followed by the Drawn and Quarter Fan Edition, which will be doing Magic Cop at 10 p.m. Eastern.
That's right.
They're doing Daredevil today on Drawn and Quartered.
They are doing Daredevil today, which is going to be cool. And I know Erodimus, who's right here in the chat with us, he's going to kick that. Erodimus is an amazing artist.
I expect you to do 12 pieces.
Yeah. Now,
and there needs to be an Ezra Miller.
Now,
I need you to speak the good word of Ezra Miller in front of Mike Miller, just to piss him off.
God, you and Ezra Miller.
He'll never work with us again.
Don't ya? But do keep in mind, guys, that other than that, there is a little bit of an issue. I'm kind of curious how that's going to work out, because tomorrow on the Fan Edition, we are, of course, doing Magic Cop. But I'd heard something just before I started the show. Did Magic Cop get kicked off a Kickstarter, dude?
What? Are you serious?
Magic. I don't know about Magic Cop, but Mike Miller's Lone Star got kicked off of.
Was it Mike Miller got kicked? Okay.
Yeah, Mike Miller.
Oh, okay, all right, because I thought I had seen John Malin say something to Magic Cop guys. All right, well that sucks for Mike. Why would you kick Mike Miller? Well, whatever. Anyway, Dinale.
Because he showed images where MS-13 were getting their asses kicked.
Yeah, righteously so.
Minorities getting beaten up by a seemingly white guy.
Wow,
that's
man.
That's all it was.
That is crazy, dude.
That is crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially because I don't know of a group of people who deserve an ass kicking more.
Right?
Yeah.
When
anyway,
for those gingers.
Yeah, no, right.
Just
and
kidding.
With all the
Australians.
insanity going on, it's no wonder.
It is.
Yeah.
All right, well, take us out of here, Dinale. Damn it.
Yeah, go,
All right.
go.
Well, thank you, everybody. But remember, your perception is shaped by your reality, so always make it a good one.
Namaste.
Namaste.
All right. Later, guys.
Aloha.
Take it easy.